Yesterday on PC Radio, we covered the overreaching and, by popular opinion, unconstitutional mandates being enforced by hypocritical elected representatives in democratically controlled cities across the United States. It was right over here. I had it up on the show earlier here as I was going through show prep this morning when I realized that America is under assault by those that stole the election and by those that have been attempting to unseat the duly elected president that you and I recognized as the human Molotov cocktail that we could legally throw into a system of deep state corruption and blow the whole damn thing right up. We the people have spoken. Patriots of America have said out loud that we will not stand for the continued attempt to steal an election. We the people have said out loud that we support the national security of our country, a wall on the southern border of our nation, brave police officers that run toward gunfire to protect even those that hate them, the freedoms to make decisions on our own, the decisions that make a difference for our children, for our communities, and for our futures. Real America-loving patriots realize the importance of individual liberty. We fight for what's right no matter the resistance we face, the adversity we encounter, and the hate we see from opposition movements that wish to damage our country on purpose, with malicious intent, and in most cases, almost irreparably. Real freedom-loving Americans find it outrageous that a political party is attempting to weaponize the police, essentially using them as the parallel to the Nazi brown shirts, while they try to bully the tax-paying, hard-working backbone of the American economy and staples of every community in our great country, from small-town family-owned delis to Los Angeles restaurants and New York bars. The propaganda machine known as the media is using their dwindling and suffering, declining, horrific influence in an attempt to convince me and you that a 47-year racist, hair-sniffing, do-nothing, multi-millionaire, corrupt deep state career politician won an election without campaigning, taking more black votes than Barack Obama, more total votes than Obama and Hillary Clinton, and handily defeating the most prolific leader the world has ever seen. A man that struggles to get 900 viewers during a live video on social media is being propped up as my president-elect after having 32 staffers at embarrassing drive-in scripted mumbling sessions while President Donald Trump exposed the criminal actions of the radical swamp in front of unprecedented crowds edging 20, 30, 40, 50,000. Only kept to those numbers by limited seating and would have been easily even larger if venues could have supported the masses. So forgive me when I say that I don't believe you when you tell me that over 100,000 ballots that showed up in the middle of the night in Pennsylvania were all marked for a man who sold our country right down the river as the sitting vice president, risking the lives of my family and all of my fellow Americans as he compromised national security for his own personal financial gain and political influence. Americans are not that stupid. Excuse the hell out of me for refusing to accept the premise of fear surrounding a virus with a survival rate of nearly 100%. While you relentlessly display a ticker at the bottom of your failing network screen 24 hours a day with a message that transitioned from over 2 million dead Americans to just over 200,000, as we now discover and expose how for-profit businesses are lying about those numbers, lying to families about the cause of the deaths of their loved ones so that they might profit at the expense of the taxpayer. How dare you? Although it's hard to stomach at times, and although at times it's difficult to believe that our freedom and individual liberty and the lives of my children and yours are in the hands of tyrannical politicians does not mean that we don't recognize it. It doesn't mean that we have to tolerate it. We will not stand for it. Richard Leonard and Tim Klund, an amazing, powerful conversation coming up in 60 seconds. Go nowhere.
The PC Radio Show with Stu and Rich. Back in a minute.